Alright, Shalom ahchyam. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Racha Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is the brother Yashamai coming back at you again with another GMS Care Package, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, when evil spirits enters into people. Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. With that being said, let's continue.
Hi Tyler, what's going on? Missing out here? Alright, I'm sitting on the left of you. What's going on today? Not feeling it? Are you off your meds? We've talked before, remember? You recognize me? No. You said.
And to show you there's nothing spiritual about Esau, here it is, right? The parents, they would take their son, like if their son had ADHD, they'll take their son to a clinic or to a hospital where they'll diagnose the child with some kind of mental instability. And what they'll do is that when the child is diagnosed with instability, they'll put the person on medication. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, these different medications that they put these people on, these medications are no more than drugs, which goes back to pharmakia, which pharmakia goes back to witchcraft. Okay, the medication that they are putting on these people is only giving them a false sense of security. Keep that in mind. It's giving you a false sense of security in your mind that you're being stabilized, this, that, fourth, and the other. But when it comes to dealing with evil spirits entering into people, medication is not going to get rid of the evil spirits that is plaguing the person's mind. And what Esau Edom don't understand, or maybe they do understand, right, is that when somebody have a mental illness, it's not that they have a mental illness because they was physically born with it. No, it's not that they have a mental illness. Okay, it's the fact that they have demons on them. They are plagued with evil spirits. And there is no medication on this planet that can cast evil spirits out of a person. These same people who are taking their children to the hospitals for ADHD and Ashenbergers and whatever other schizophrenia, the delusional disorder, the only thing you're doing is you're making that person worse. And the only way demons can be casted out of somebody, and I'm really talking about the Israelites here, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians. The only way demons can be casted out of an Israelite is by the hearing of the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So when it comes to dealing with somebody with a mental illness, it's actually a spiritual thing. It's not a physical thing. You cannot physically cast demons out of somebody. When it comes to battling demons, you have to do it through the spirit. And that's what these different wicked parents can't see. You know, you bringing your son to the murderer to be put on medication. When all that medication is doing is breaking down the person's body and causing more demons to enter into that person. Which is why you should never go to witches or warlocks for help. Because essentially that's what you're doing when you go into a doctor. They're gonna prescribe you with Prozac, some other so-called mental medication. Mental illness is not a physical thing; it is a spiritual thing. The mental illness is really coming from demons plaguing a person's mind.
Praise there. Huh? Yeah. What's going on today? Here, you sit down. Sit down. You want me to talk to Mom? Put it in my hands. What, you about to take me to jail for something? I'm not taking you to jail at all. What's up? I'm just trying to figure out. Why are we here? Understand? Yeah, you do. Something's wrong. I can tell. I can look in your face and tell you something's wrong. It is. I know. At the same time, it's not what you think either. Are you feeling like homicidal, suicidal? I don't know how I'm feeling right now. Okay. Well, that's why I'm here to talk to you. That's all right. I know. I'm just saying. I know. Please call her. What she just called me for? And we do not to her. You want me to ask Mom? What's going on, Mom? She's saying no. I don't know. Delusional. Okay. He is delusional. And you ever history?
She said he is delusional. Okay?
No. Yeah, walked to school and came back. Stopped banging on the house. Just banging on the house.
And let me remind you, this dude right here is smoking. Okay? When you smoke, you're only channeling demons on you.
And I'm like, why do you think Margie banging on the house? Because she got some, like, little home invasion and stuff going on, and they probably quiet and you can't hear them all the way. That's what they think there's someone in the house? I mean, they quiet right now. Yes, there's somebody in this house. Okay. Yes, it is. And it's not just me. It's home invasion for real. You want us to look? I mean, you're going to have to go through the attic or something. So you're hearing people in the attic? It's about everywhere. And I'm not playing no more. Okay.
So apparently this guy is schizophrenic, right? Or so-called. Okay? But not even he understands what's going on. Okay? These are demons messing with his mind. Making him hear things that ain't there. Making him see things that ain't there. Demons can do that to you. Because, let me tell you something about demons. Demons are able to open up a portal to your mind to where you can see things that the regular eye don't see. Like for an example, somebody who does drugs, right? Let's just say if somebody was on bath salts or somebody was on LSD or they was taking shrooms, right? You know, if you take too many shrooms, what happens is you start to see colors on the walls. You start to see patterns and colors on the walls that you normally don't see. You know where those patterns and those colors are coming from? That's coming from demons opening portals in your mind. And that's why the apostles tell us, first and foremost, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone, hey, you got to stay away from those edibles, man. Stay away from those weed brownies, because whenever you eat weed brownies, because E don't put some shit in the weed that basically messes with your mind. That's why whenever you get high off weed, right, time starts to feel like it's slowing down. sometimes, you might be high, right? And I've experienced this before, but when you get high, right, your breathing starts to feel like it's off. Like you, I don't know how to explain it, but your breathing starts to feel like it's off. Time starts to feel like it's slowing down. The colors and how you view pictures starts to change, man. And that comes from calling demons on. That comes from summoning demons, man. So these people who take these shrooms, they get on a bong, they take LSD, ecstasy. You got some people who smoke bath salts. I don't see how you could do that shit. But people who are strung out on crack, on opium, they do these things, and then even nutmeg, because nutmeg contains, I'm talking about the spice nutmeg. It contains a chemical called myristicin. If your body is poisoned by too much myristicin, first off, you'll get tired, right? You'll fall asleep, and then after several hours, when you wake up, the sounds around you start to sound off. You start to see colors, weird colors and patterns on the ground. And really, those are just demons opening portals to your mind to be able to, for you to be able to see those colors and those weird patterns on the walls that you normally don't see. So it's not that this dude is delusional. It's not that he's schizophrenic. Okay? There's demons on this dude that's opening portals in his mind to be able, for him to be able to hear and see things that the average person is not supposed to see or hear. Because the scriptures speak about that. There are things that the Lord created that cannot be seen, that cannot be heard, that cannot be felt, touched, smelt, or heard, but they are there. And then there are things that you can see, feel, hear, touch, smell. And that's the physical world. So when you grow up in a society where you're used to hearing the things and feeling the things and smelling the things and hearing it and seeing the things around you, when a demon comes into your spirit, right, and opens a portal to your mind, when you start hearing and seeing shit that you normally don't see, it freaks you out, because your mind is not supposed to see those things. That's why some people, when they get high on drugs, that they'll see like a shadow in their home walk around a corner, and then they might become terrified. Paranoia might start to kick in. They might sit in a corner. They might not want to do anything. That's because while you was doing drugs, whether if you believe it or not, you summoned demons to open a portal to your mind to see the things that your mind is not meant to see.
Okay, so I'm just telling you what it is. It's a home invasion, okay? So that's what it is.
So he's saying there's a home invasion, like he claims that there's people or beings in his house, Well, those are really just demons that have opened a portal to his mind to hear the things that he's not supposed to hear. But Esau Edom will call it schizophrenia. No, those are demons, man. those are demons that the Lord had plagued this man with. I mean, I don't know what he did in his past reincarnation, but hey, the Lord plagued this guy with demons. And that's why the Lord is allowing these demons to open up portals to his mind, to be able to hear the things that are, to be able to hear certain sounds in his house. Because demons will do that. Demons will have you believe that somebody else is in your house when it's really just you.
It's not me. You're scared because you hear people.
Because there are sounds in the fourth dimension, which the fourth dimension you can't see, you can't hear or touch or feel. Okay, the fourth dimension, which is the spiritual realm, in the fourth dimension, there's sounds. There's spirits. There are things in the fourth dimension that's not meant for the physical body to see. Okay? There are things in the fourth dimension that the physical body is not meant to see. That the physical body is not meant to hear.
People in your house. Okay, yeah, I understand. That's 100% what it is. Okay. Does your mom hear those people? Oh, she definitely does. It has slow. What else happened slow?
So let's rewind this back a bit.
You're slow. So you're hearing people in the attic? It's about everywhere. I'm not playing no more. Okay. So I'm just telling you what it is. It's a home invasion. Okay. So that's what it is, and it's not me. You're scared because you hear people in your house. Okay, yeah. I understand. That's 100% what it is. Okay. Does your mom hear those people? Oh, she definitely does. It has slow. What else happened slow? No, I'm not playing. I'm sorry. I see you rapping that. Is it me or them? They have the home invasion up in here. Okay. And I'm not playing. Do you have a healthcare worker that you usually talk to? This ain't about healthcare. It's a home invasion. It's all the way different. It's all the way different. This ain't healthcare. It's a home invasion. Nothing right now. No. Relax.
And there's nothing a healthcare worker can do. Okay? There's nothing a healthcare worker can do when it comes to demons.
For a second, aren't you diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia? Oh, this ain't paranoid. Nothing right now. No. Relax. For a second. Aren't you diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia? Oh, this ain't paranoid. Yeah. But, like I said, I talked to you many times. I don't know how you don't recognize me. Maybe it's the beard. I don't know. I grow a beard. I'm just going on starting on what? That's what I'm telling you. And you and I have always been. If we doing cool cards, then you should understand. When I say it's a home invasion up in this house, then that's what it means. Safety is the key. Safety is the key word. But I don't feel safe when I'm not. No, but you feel safe with these people invading your house. Okay. I don't feel safe. She feels safe.
See, the reason why he can hear these sounds, but she can't, is because he's been plagued with more demons than she have. You see that? He's been plagued with far more demons than she have. Because some people that are in the world, they have legions of demons on them, and they don't even know it. That's why you might walk down the street, you might see somebody arguing with themselves, you might see somebody talking to themselves, And I'm not talking about thinking out loud, you know, because even me, you know, even I think out loud sometimes, you know. Like sometimes I might speak what's on my mind, like whatever I'm planning, which is really the Lord's plan. But you know, I'm talking about somebody who's speaking to themselves as if they're speaking to another person. Like they're literally having a leisure conversation to themselves. You know, or in some cases, people who argue with themselves. You know, some demons there might be so much demons on some people that yeah, you know, they might there might be so many demons on somebody that they might just be yelling and hollering at nothing.
With that, no, sorry. That's the home invasion. Well, in our call, the call letters could hear you say,
Rewind it
"Oh,
back
I said it's the
some.
home invasion up in this house." That's what it means. Safety is the key. Safety is the key word. But I don't feel safe. Oh, but you feel safe with these people invading your house. Okay. I don't feel safe with you. You feel safe with that? No, sorry. That's the home invasion. Well, in our call, the call letters could hear you say, "I'm not playing. It's a home invasion in here." You were don't play like I'm not going to kill all of you. I'm not. Okay. And I'm seriously not. So you are feeling a little homicidal a little bit. I'm telling you, it's a home invasion. Okay. I'm not playing. Well, if you sit down, I'll go look in the attic if you want me to. I mean, I said, "Look, you can go ahead. I'm right here." Okay. Disappear, reappear, but I don't know what it is. I know, but you're in the way. I can't go check. Go check see if you hear something. Can you sit here with your mom? Go check see if you hear something. Check if you're in yesterday, if you hear something. I mean, y'all hear me all the time. Y'all hear my name outside. Ain't nobody there. But you hear people saying your name. They in here, and I'm not playing. I'm just trying to figure out what.
You hear that? You hear people say his name. Those are demons. Those are demons playing on his mind. You see that? Because demons can make you do that. And that's why we always say, man, stay away from those Ouija boards, because you might summon the wrong demon and then you're going to wish you never messed with that Ouija board. You see? Then you're going to wish you've never messed with that Ouija board.
I'm telling you, it's a home invasion. If it's coming at me, it might.
You know, and indeed there is a home invasion going on, but the type of home invasion that's going on is spiritual, because the demons is entering the body, which when you read the scriptures, the body is also likened unto a home or a house. Okay, your body is actually the physical house of your spirit. So, you know, I mean, not even this dude understands what he's saying. There is a home invasion going on, but, you know, it's demons invading his spirit, bugging him out, making him hear things, you know, from another dimension. Because, hey, demons can do that. They can open up your portal. They can open up the portal to your mind to where you can hear things from another dimension. And nobody will be able to hear it except you.
My safety, I'm not playing with nobody. If y'all on my side, because y'all know I'm not going to lie to you like that, yes. If y'all going at me crazy like that, yes, I'm going to be on bullshit. I'm telling you that. As a man to man.
What do you like to be called, Tyler?
Tyler Antonio Patrick. I'm telling you what it is.
Your mother is worried about you.
She's not worried. She's doing everything around because she's trying to get me set up.
Because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
I don't feel safe
with your medication.
I don't have medication.
Exactly. No one should be on medication. Yes, you should. You always have been on medication.
You see, and that's another thing about our people, you know. And you know, you'll hear brothers say this in their videos, you know, like, even when you're in the world, right, even in your spirit, you know there are some things that you know that you don't do, or you know in your spirit that there are some things that you stay away from. So here it is, you know, this Jake, he's basically telling them, like, look, I shouldn't be on medication. And indeed, you shouldn't. You should not be on medication. Because Esau's medication is not going to get rid of the demons that are plaguing your mind. Okay? E is not going to, you know, E's medications is not going to get rid of the demons that are plaguing you. If anything, it's just going to make matters worse. Because those medications they are prescribing to you is no more than witchcraft.
So you don't hear those people talking on the side, right?
I've been here with social workers before.
You don't hear them.
You're hearing things that aren't here. I hate to tell you that. But we need to go talk to somebody. Okay?
I'm trying to be real with you, man. I'm trying to be real with you, too. I know you hear them. I'm dead.
Tyler, do you want to go to Grandview or Mine Valley?
I'm going out.
Well, you already know we have to. You need Mine Valley. You already know.
You gotta get help, honey. You need help. You can't stay in this house with me.
Well, I mean, his mother's right. He does need to get help. But you're taking him to all the wrong places to get help. Okay? Only Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah can help him. And that's why the Lord have set up prophets and servants. When somebody like this is plagued with a demon, you're supposed to bring them to a prophet or a servant of the Lord. I mean, first and foremost, you call on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and then the Lord will guide your steps. But you're taking them to all the wrong places, and you wonder why he's not getting better. You know, you putting them on all this medication, you taking them to this therapist, you taking them to this social worker, you taking them here, you taking them there, but the demons are still there, plaguing his mind.
What you can do is pay attention to what I'm hearing, too. There ain't nobody dead. Tyler, you can't stay in this house with me no more. I can't do this no more.
Your mother's afraid.
So you gotta be afraid of me?
Yes.
Yes,
She is.
I don't feel safe with you anymore. I don't feel safe anymore with you, Tyler. You gotta go. You have to go. I don't feel safe anymore.
Will you go get checked out for your mom?
And he's smoking, you know. That's only gonna add to
No,
your
I don't need
problem.
no medication. You can hear these motherfuckers talking.
I don't hear that.
You hear them.
Well, that's part of the medical diagnosis that you have. It is.
Medical diagnosis, and all this medical diagnosis is a part of Esau Edom's pseudoscience. Okay, that's all a part of Esau's pseudoscience. Oh no, it's a medical diagnosis. You're schizophrenic. You're hearing things that ain't. Well, no shit. You know, and in actuality, you know, he's the only one who can hear those things, because the demons that are plaguing his mind is opening portals in his mind to be able to hear things from another dimension that can, you know, that the demons that are plaguing his mind is opening his mind. The demons that are plaguing his mind is opening a portal in his mind to be able to hear things from another dimension. So as it stands, he's the only one that can hear things coming from another dimension. Because this is how it works. There is 3 different dimensions. The first dimension is the physical realm. Okay? What you see around here on earth. You know? The things that you can physically see, hear, feel, touch, smell. And then you got the second dimension. Okay? Or dimension, realm, you know, whatever. Okay? You got the second dimension, what the world calls outer space. That's the second dimension. Okay? And then you got the third dimension, you know, which is the spiritual world. And the third dimension is the only dimension that nobody can see, hear, feel, or smell, unless the Lord sends demons to open portals in your mind to be able to see or hear things from the third dimension. So right now, he's the only one in the house who's plagued with so many demons to the point to where demons are opening portals in his mind, allowing him to hear things from another dimension. Everybody else don't have those type of demons on them in that house. The only reason why he can hear those things is because there's a portal in his mind that's open from demons that's allowing him to hear things from another dimension, which is a dimension that nobody else can hear from because that portal in their minds have not been open to it. But his mind, the dude with the black hoodie, his mind, the portal in his mind has been open to be able to hear those things from another dimension. That's why he's the only one who can hear it.
Yes. I got a black and mild. This is my diagnosis.
And he said the black and mild is his diagnosis. So he's clearly a lost soul, man. He's lost in the sauce.
And I hear them too. I understand you hear them. No, I do not hear them. I'm sorry.
I don't hear them.
I believe that you hear them. Okay? But we want to take you to the hospital and get you the help that you need. Okay?
You gotta get help, Tony. You can't stay in here. I don't feel safe with you. I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust you anymore. You gotta get some help. Which hospital you? That's Miami Valley, Grandview. You said that? No hospital. Grandview usually.
And this spiritual, how Eve keeps telling him he needs to get help, right? Going back to the garden of Adam and Eve, right? Going back to the garden of Adam and Eve. Now, in the garden, I mean, not the garden of Adam and Eve, excuse me. Going back to the garden of Eden, okay? When the serpent told the woman, right, thou shalt not surely die, for God do know that in the day that your eyes are open, ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So Eve sided with the serpent. That's why when she perceived that her child has a problem, the first thing she does is she take him right to the serpent. And then you wonder why your child grows up with serious mental issues. Because the serpent can't do nothing for your child. Not an Israelite child. I mean, well, what's the serpent gonna do? He gonna prescribe meds? You know, medications ain't gonna do nothing but summon more demons on the child. That's what you don't understand.
Probably over a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been out here and talked to you about that.
But you back to being psychotic again.
It's definitely not that. I've never been to a hospital day in my life.
Yeah, Tyler, you done
I've taken you there. I ain't the same one then or something. Because you are the same one. I've talked to your mother before, but you can't hear nothing else. I cannot hear nothing else. Okay then. Then I'll keep it simple like that. Go to the hospital. You can talk to them. If they don't think that anything's wrong or anything, then they're gonna let you out. We're not going to a hospital if you can hear people talking. And you can hear them outside. I can't hear them. I can't hear them. Okay then. But we gotta take you, brother. Okay? If your mom's scared, then
You need help, Tyler. I can't do it no more.
how long have you been living here with your mom?
It'll be a year in
It's not
December.
about to go somewhere.
It'll be a year in December. You gotta get help.
Dispatch, can you start another crew? I'll hurry up.
You gotta go to the hospital to get help, Tyler. I don't feel safe.
Hey, point 1718 Viacom.
You gotta get the help. You gotta get the help.
And this is why, as a nation of people, the Israelites, this is why we need Yahushua to come back. Because our nation of people needs healing. And that healing is going to start with when Yahushua returns. Okay? The fact that we're in captivity under these devils is hell. You know, right now, Jake is going through it, man. You know? But then you got ninjas out there, I'll just say that. You know. You got ninjas out there who wants to forward Esau Edom's kingdom. They want to stay here in this place and build. When the scriptures tell you that we have no continuing city here. This kingdom must go down in order for the kingdom of righteousness, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is Yahushua's kingdom, but the elect is going to be joined heirs with him in order for Yahushua's kingdom to be established. That's the only way. You see, the reason why you should be looking for new heavens and a new earth, which is really talking about the kingdom of heaven. If you're an Israelite, the reason why you should be one of the reasons why you should be looking for the kingdom of heaven is because of situations like this. Now, if we was in the kingdom of heaven right now, he wouldn't have no mental issues. Okay? There wouldn't be any demons plaguing this guy's mind. You know why? Because those glorious bodies that the Israelites are going to get, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, those glorious bodies they're going to receive is going to be indestructible. Not a single demon would be able to come into your mind and plague your mind with evil thoughts. It just wouldn't be. You'll be free from all that. But you see, Jake don't want the kingdom of heaven. He wants Esau's kingdom to continue on. But then you turn around and you see things like this, and you wonder why the Lord's elect is constantly out there praying and prophesying and begging the Lord to please Baba Kushai, hurry up and send your son back to destroy the wicked's kingdom, the kingdom of Edom, and deliver his elect men, because 2/3 of our people, they're going to be destroyed on this side. They're not going to make it. But the elect of the nation of Israel, the Israelites, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians, the elect of the nation of Israel is going to make it. They're going to be delivered. Okay, the moment Yahweh Shai come back, the dead is going to be raised up first, and then the elect is going to get beamed up, and guess what? They're going to have those glorious bodies. And when the 2/3 of the nation of Israel come back through the elect in the kingdom of heaven, like it tells you in Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31, all the way down to 34, okay? All of Israel is going to be perfect. So in the kingdom of heaven, there's not going to be any more Israelites with these so-called mental medical issues. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You need help.
Mom wants to help, dude. We want to help.
Well, you're not going to hear about an Israelite mother talking about you need help. I need to take you to a hospital. Look, ain't none of that shit going to be going on in the kingdom amongst the nation of Israel. Okay, we're all going to be perfect. But it starts with Yahweh returning, the elect being delivered, the 2/3 being, like my man from GMS North Carolina would say, the 2/3 being deleted on this side and coming back through the loins of the elect in the kingdom of heaven. And then even the 2/3 of our people, because they're going to be born perfect. They're going to be born with the law, statutes, and commandments in their mind. And they're never going to go off again.
You need the help. Because you're paranoid. You're hearing things that's not there. And you start to tear my house back up again. You gotta go.
Let's see here. Alright? See?
Because you in your head again. Remember how you talked about your head?
How can you not? I'm looking that direction. You know you hear that. You know it's a female talking. You can hear her. You acting dumb. Come on now, y'all. I ain't that disrespectful. You can hear somebody.
That's me talking.
No, you want me? Okay.
That was me talking.
So your mom doesn't hear it. I don't hear it. He doesn't hear it, but you hear it. And I believe that you hear it. Okay? I know that you hear it.
Back in your head again. And it's frightening now. It's scary. I don't feel safe with you.
Alright?
And you see that Jake in his video, he don't understand that those are demons. I don't know if he came across the truth or not, but if you came across the truth but you ignored it, the Lord could bug you out like how he did this guy right here. But ultimately, they went to go detain the Israelite, and he ended up stabbing one of the deputies in the neck. But you see, demons will do that to you. Luke chapter 8, verse 27. And when Yahushua went forth to land, there met him out of the city a certain man which had devils long time, and wear no clothes, neither abode in any house but in tombs. When he saw Yahushua, he cried out and fell down before him with a loud voice said, okay, and with a loud voice said, "What have I to do with thee, Yahushua, thou Son of God Most High? Okay, I beseech thee, torment me not." For he had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man. For oftentimes it had caught him, and he was kept bound with chains and fetters, and he brake the bands, and was driven of the devil into the wilderness. Right? And Yahushua asked him, saying, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Legion," because many devils were entered into him. Okay? And they besought him that he would not command them to go out into the deep. And there were an herd of many swine feeding on the mountain, and they besought him that he would suffer them to enter into them. Now I'm going to go into the NLT and show you what it says. And he suffered them, right? Then went the devils out of the man and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the lake, where and were choked. Okay, and when they that fed them saw what was done, they fled and went and told it in the city and in the country. Okay. Now check this out. It says, "Then they went out to see what was done, and came to Yahushua, and found the man out of whom the devils were departed, sitting at the feet of Yahushua, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid." So the man that had the demons on him, when they left that man's body, he was at peace. And that's why, like Yahushua said, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Okay? This truth will put your mind at peace, man. Now, let's go to the NLT and read this. Salak. So Luke chapter 8 verse 28. As soon as he saw Yahushua, he shrieked and fell down in front of him. Then he screamed, "Why are you interfering with me, Yahushua, Son of the Most High? Please, I beg you, don't torment me." For Yahushua had already commanded the evil spirit, right, to come out of him. So this man had evil spirits in him. Okay? This spirit had often taken control of the man. You see that? Even when he was placed under guard and put in chains and shackles, he simply broke them and rushed out into the wilderness, completely under the demon's power. Yahushua demanded, "What is your name?" "Legion," he replied, for he was filled with many demons. Okay? So this man who was put under guard and bound with chains, that the demons on him were so strong that he literally broke those things and ran out into the wilderness. It says the demons kept begging Yahushua not to send them into the bottomless pit. There happened to be a large herd of pigs feeding on a hillside nearby, And the demons begged him to let them enter into the pigs, so Yahushua gave them permission. Then the demons came out of the man and entered the pigs, and the entire herd plunged down the steep hillside into the lake and drowned. Okay? And when the herdsmen saw it, they fled to the nearby town and the surrounding countryside, spreading the news as they ran. So you already know, as they were, running into the village, it was like, everybody, come look what how hype Jake get when they see something that they haven't saw before. It says, people rushed out to see what had happened. A crowd soon gathered around Yahushua, and they saw the man who had been freed from the demons. He was sitting at Yahushua's feet, fully clothed and perfectly sane. And they were all afraid. Okay? Then those who had seen what happened told the others how the demon-possessed man had been healed. So you see, the only way this Jake right here can be healed, the only way he can be healed is by the hearing of the word of Yahweh, which is Yahushua. He cannot be healed through medication, not through pseudoscience, not through social workers, not through therapists, but through hearing the word of Yahweh. I mean, the dude was smoking in his video. Don't you know a lot of members of the elect used to smoke when they was in the world, but when they heard the word of Yahweh, they repented and turned from that? Because even smoking is a demon. There's a demon for every negative thing in this kingdom. This kingdom is filled with demons. And that's why it's important to walk in it. That's why it's important to walk in the Spirit. Because every day you got the Illuminati out there sending up demonic enchantments and summoning demons on our people. And that's why you see our people gang banging. You see our people strung out on crack. You see our people smoking weed, doing all manner of drugs. You see our people committing adultery. Those are all demons. But then there's different levels to demons. You got some demons that have the power to open up portals to your mind and make you see and hear things that ain't there. That they can manipulate the way you hear things, the way you see things, just like what I mentioned earlier. When people take drugs, right? You take too many shrooms, and the walls start to look like they're moving. Okay, But it's not that the walls are moving. Those are demons that were summoned from the drugs you have taken, which have opened a portal in your mind to basically changing your perspective of how you see things in reality. That's why, drugs is dangerous, man. But Esau Edom is not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you that drugs really open up portals for demons to come in and mess with your mind. And these different medications that they prescribe people with, they're no more than drugs. Witchcraft, pharmakia. But like I said earlier, the ultimate healing comes from hearing the word of the Most High Yahweh. The word of Yahweh is Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. With that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.